were yelling at them like if they're bodybuilders. What are you doing?
Why did you eat pizza? Why'd you eat? Why'd you eat? Why'd you eat pizza?
You know what I mean? There's some habits obviously that are bad that you just should completely take off. You know what I mean? That are not good for you.
Like
but there's some that,
alcohol, stuff like that.
Yeah, alcohol, smoking. I'm not gonna lie.
Chopped.
Y'all gotta cut that out,
Yeah,
bro. Y'all gotta lock in, bro. Like, you know, you're not less of a person because you do that. You gotta lock in, bro.
And in the end, I kind of just figured, I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just do what I want, like what I like doing. I'll do the split that I want to do. It's more like it speaks on your character as a person, which is good and which is bad because we're judging a book by its cover. But again, we're judging a book by its cover, and you own your cover. So if your cover is not presentable, and if your cover doesn't portray the kind of person you are, then whose fault is it that you're out? Ooh, it can be like, I'm Ricardo, and I'm Andrew. And we hit, or we're hitting, what do you hit? Charms. We're hitting charms. Bang, it cuts.
You're gonna say, I'm Ricardo, I'm Andrew, and then we say together, and y'all gonna watch us hit charms real quick.
And y'all go, yeah, and y'all gonna watch us hit charms today.
Today, not real quick.
Today.
All right.
You gotta make it
today, and it's dark as hell. That's what I'm saying.
Well, they don't know that.
Okay, yeah.
It's inside the gym. My name is Ricardo.
My name's Andrew.
And y'all gonna watch us
hit charms.
Yeah. I got lost. My name's Ricardo.
My name's Andrew.
And y'all gonna watch us hit charms today.
Nah, I got that.
I gotta like tune you out in order for me to say it. No, that's not it. Oh no, that's the police.
It's the police?
Yeah.
I'm recording
We're
a
just
video.
Recording a video.
Sir, can you already come up here and tell you guys can't be here?
No.
No, not at all.
No, we just came like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
We have it on film and everything, yeah.
What are you guys filming?
We're just doing an
have
intro. We did a workout today.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just
you guys can't be up here, unfortunately. They don't want anybody up here.
Okay.
That's why the gates are there.
Okay. When we came, like half of it was open.
That's why it's like.
So we thought that it was okay.
Yeah, we didn't touch it.
Well, if you guys just wrap things up, we
Yeah.
can't be up here, okay?
Okay,
Alright,
sounds good.
cool, yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
My name is Ricardo.
My name's Andrew.
And y'all gonna watch us hit charms today. Bangers.
Is it one of your copyrighted because of the music there?
No.
No?
I have my mics with you. You can low-key just mic up, and
So you mic up?
I can like isolate the voice and
Yeah, okay, finish your mic up. Bro.
you think so?
After the warm up, yeah, let's mic up. But let's just record this for now.
This is the warm up.
I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Why did we decide to start this?
It was so random. It was because we both separately already had on like in mind
Mm-hmm.
that we wanted to do online fitness coaching.
Yeah.
You obviously had longer in mind than me,
Mm-hmm.
but I recently like had it in my mind like this year. Well, I'm assuming you had it longer,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I had it recently this year because I was always playing soccer growing up. Like I was so into that, so I didn't think I was gonna do anything else. But I noticed that I really like the gym as soon as I stepped foot in the gym.
Yeah.
Bro, I
When did you
coaches-
step foot in the gym? When was that?
like what kind of, I think low-key like 15 years old-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, 15, 16, because I remember I started doing it more when I joined DC United. And like literally the coaches would even like tell me, bro. Like I remember one coach, he told me, I'm not gonna say no names, but one coach, he told me, he was like, bro, like you need to cut down on the weights, you're getting too big.
Oh yeah?
For a soccer player, I was getting too big, obviously. All the
Okay.
soccer players, they can't be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they can't be too
Buff.
bulky.
You know, especially me, like when I got bigger, it would mess me up and make me slower and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But because also when I was training with weights, I wasn't training the right way. I was training like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Not like now where I'm training more like hybrid-ish, not literally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so then, yeah, basically at 15. But I did it and I loved it, but I wasn't. I not that I wasn't, but I couldn't be as serious in it as I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
because the fact that I couldn't get big or really gain that much muscle because of soccer.
Yeah.
So like it would affect me, and at that moment, soccer was my passion. And that's everything I wanted to do. I was like, you know what I mean? I was trying to go pro, and I did for a little bit. And when I was there, the year I was there, literally like I realized like,
No.
if I do the weights like how I wanted to do it, if I like focus in the gym like how I want to lock in, it would have affected me like way worse. So and that the thing is too that I'm like naturally kind of, you know, big. Now I'm not like huge, you know what I mean? I'm not like
Yeah.
ego like I'm bigger than everybody,
Yeah.
but I'm naturally kind of like big. Like I don't need that much like really work to gain so much muscle
Yeah.
compared to most people that are skinny and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was lucky kind of my advantage also. I was like stronger than the majority of players.
Yeah.
But like a lot of stuff, fitness wise, at least running wise, because of how much muscle mass I had as a soccer player, that did mess me up a lot. Cause
Yeah.
like it was
Really?
so hard, bro. Like running a lot and all that stuff. So, but then with that at the end, I realized I was like, bro, like on top of it, there's obviously like personal stuff that like led me to like get into this. Like when I found God, you know what I mean? Um, soccer just had me in a different mindset and a different like lifestyle that I wasn't enjoying anymore. You know what I mean? Like typical like
Mhm.
messing around. I didn't enjoy that stuff anymore. So while I left that, I was able to put more time into this. And then I just love doing this, bro. Like just waking up every day, going to the gym every week, just waking up, like thinking about going to the gym. For me, that's like it's like the easiest thing in the world. And if I can put that in a business and do that and help others, like, you know, that'd make me happy, and I'd be happy doing that. You know what I mean? So that's like kind of where my mind's at, and like why I thought of like personally like always starting.
Mhm.
And then obviously like, you know, when we chit chatted and then we realized we wanted to do it, and then you hit me for da. Then that was like a like that helped me take that leap of faith
Yeah.
to actually do it, because we were both in the same kind of genre where we were kind of just stuck. We didn't want to take that step. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah. So definitely, yeah. It's kind of why.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah,
I
bro.
think I think I also found the gym. It was definitely in high school. I forget.
Yeah, but yours was definitely a break. Cause I remember when I was little, like you were always ripped, bro. Like even though you were like skinnier before,
Yeah.
you're always like ripped. You know what I mean?
No,
So I was like,
I just had
I
skinny
knew you'd
boy
be in the
abs.
gym. Yeah.
But if I remember correctly, it was at 17. So you found it technically earlier, but at 17,
But I wasn't serious.
at 17 is when I was like, all right, I'm gonna lock in. Because I really liked it, and I was 135 pounds. And even then, when I started working out, I didn't necessarily take it seriously. I was like kind of like tiptoeing around it because I was very weak. I was very skinny. So I went to Pure Gym, like right, what is it called? Pure Fitness, right here. Started going with my friend, and then like, you quickly run this rabbit hole of like you need to like figure out a split, and then you see all these like people online that look huge, and you're like, could I do that? Could I not do that? But then it quickly became more of I really love doing this, rather than like I have to get up and do it every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At first it was more of like a commitment thing. I was like, I'm gonna do this for, however long it is, just to prove to myself that I can do it. But then like in that process of doing it, you're like, man, I actually like doing it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's how you build discipline in anything you do. Bro, there's no one that can come to you and tell you that they like something off the start. Like that's a
Yeah, no.
lie.
At first
You've
it was
had to.
hard.
You can like it, but you've had to in the beginning at least push yourself to actually do it more than what you actually wanted to, because you're not used to doing what you're doing. Like you're not anything new. You're not obviously not used to it. So you always got to start off like pushing yourself to do more than what you actually would do, and then you build off that normal just how do I say it, just discipline, and just like it's just nature to you now. Now you just get up and do it like it's nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
I remember when I started, I forced myself into like the 5 a.m. routine because I just wouldn't make time for it. I would not make time for it. So I forced myself to get up at like 4:45 to be in the gym at 5 in the morning to get it out the way. and that way, like, it almost like brainwashes you into, like, okay, this is what I do now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then afterwards, probably went to the gym for a couple months, and I was very busy, like business-wise. So I never really dedicated any time to it. And then whenever I had more time afterwards, I just got sick of looking at myself, and I was like, man, I'm skinny. Like I remember very vividly. I could like touch my wrist. Like I can still touch my wrist here, but like even over
But like
here on
before,
my
it was like
forearm.
easy, like easy.
Yeah, it was like I could do it. I could do it with my pinky. And now I can't do it with my pinky. If
I
you
mean,
touch,
yeah, me and Loki, I can touch it too.
well, you got bigger hands.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it with my pinky. I could do it with my pinky, and I'm like, dog, I'm too skinny. And like whenever me and my friends would play around, they would pick me up. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm just like a
Damn.
rag doll, bro. I'm just a rag doll. So I was like, nah, I gotta lock in, because I mean, I'm not tall, so I was like, I'm not gonna be tall and skinny and weak. So I was like, all right. And then from that point on, I was probably 20. I was probably like 20, and I was like, all right, this is it, lock in. And then in the next couple months, probably 3 or 4 months, I went from 130 to 165, and then never looked better.
But I'm not gonna lie, it's that easy. If like you really put your mind to it, it's not honestly that hard to like reach your goal fitness wise if you really lock into it. But it's just I feel like people nowadays like they're just so like how I say it, like delusional in that thought of like, oh, I have to like do so much just to get there. But it's the reality is not
Yeah,
a lot.
you don't have to do so much.
It's more the battle of mentally if you really want to get it.
Yeah,
or
I
not.
think when people start, they just have too much information. They don't know what to do. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like I remember when I started, I was like, dang, I have to take care of my calories. Dang, I have to make sure everything
Yeah,
I eat
that
is
was me
protein. I was
too,
like,
bro.
dang, I have to make sure I do
was like,
this. Damn, I have to make sure I do
Gotta make a
this.
correct split.
I
gotta do
remember, I
correct
literally
workouts.
remember, I would sit down and go through TikTok and be like, what's the best split for chest? Like, absolute best split for chest. What's the best workout for biceps? What's the best workout for shoulders? And all that. And I was like, if it's not the best, then I will not do it. And it's like that overload of information just kind of makes you like not do anything about it. So I spent a lot of time like going through a bunch of stuff. And in the end, I kind of just figured, I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just do what I want, like what I like doing. I'll do the split that I want to do.
And that's why, bro, it's perfect for people that are starting off or they're stuck to get fitness coaches. And if anything, we had to go through the struggle because at least I found it out all myself. I never had no fitness coach. I never had no, I mean, obviously for soccer, but it was specialized for soccer training. Cones and stuff with soccer balls, none. But I all the information that I've learned was through my own, what's the word called? Like my own searching and my own like self trying to find and putting myself out there to understand and find and stuff like that on my own, you know. Obviously one never stops learning.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still learning now too. I'm young, bro. You're young, I'm 20, you're 22. So it's like we're never gonna stop learning. Through time we're gonna learn more things. But all the information I've got already so far at my age is like, bro, I had to like look and search so much just to actually like not even just like really know, like really understand about it. Because it's like it's easy for someone to tell you like, oh, do this, but then it's like you don't know really you don't know why you're doing it.
Yeah, no, I remember oh my gosh, when I started, dude, I would sit down every single time I ate food, or every single time I was not working, I would just watch like fitness stuff. And it would always be like science-based fitness, like DEXA scans and like the scientific way, like the best way of doing this, of doing that. And like a lot of nutrition stuff as well.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, just obsessed over it. And eventually, like out of 100% of the information that I watched or consumed, I'd say maybe like 20% of it stayed.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
That's it.
Literally, because you don't. That's also too. You don't want to over drain yourself with so much information. That also too. You don't. Reality, you don't need to know all that. It's like you just need to know the basics to really know what you need to do. You don't need to go into depth and be like so into depth and be like, oh, like this does this to this chromosome. Like, bro, no. Like,
nah. I
you
mean,
don't gotta
like
go into
99% of the people are not gonna be a bodybuilder. They're not gonna be a fucking professional athlete. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna do that. Like 99% of people just want to be healthy.
Exactly, and people confuse with being healthy and living like a good healthy lifestyle with freaking training like a bodybuilder. You're not a bodybuilder. Why do you gotta be like so picky about your calories?
Yeah.
On one
Oh
calorie.
my gosh, that pisses me
I'm
off,
one,
dog.
I'm 1 calorie over. I can't eat this. Or I'm 5 calories down. 500 calories
And you
down.
know what's worse, bro? I swear, bro. No shade to nobody, bro. But like, some people that I know, skinnier than me, worried about going over calories, and I'm like, bruh, what are you doing, cuz? And it's like, that's what I'm saying, like that overload of information, like.
People would be much happier if they can just live a healthy lifestyle without having to be so drained about, oh, like this calories is that. Obviously, eat the right food,
Yeah.
whole foods, the correct food that like not just because people say like food that feeds your soul. Pizza doesn't feed your soul, bro. Burgers don't feed your soul. Like that's a lie. Like that feeds your flesh. Like that's what
I never understood like soul food.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like
not,
it's
soul food is what God created for us, bro. Fruit, red
Yeah.
meat. Cut that crap away of red meat is bad for you, this and that.
I don't know who said that, but that's kind of crazy, dog.
Raw milk, eggs, bro. All that stuff is good for you. You know what I mean? And it's not boring to eat. If you just, it's just boring. People that say it's boring, it's just because their system and their mind is like so used to something, and that's what it is too. Like in general, like with life, like even in relationships or everything, if you're so used to something, you're obviously gonna feel weird trying something else out, even if you know it's good for you. You know what I mean? But to get yourself out of that, you have to push yourself to do the other thing, or else you're gonna be just stuck there. You know what I mean? Like, why are you gonna stay in a relationship wise, that's bad for you, and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's bad for your mental health. That's bad for everything. You're not functioning in your normal life. You're not able to do the things that you want to do because you're constantly stuck in your mind about a certain thing. Bro, you got to get out of that. You know it's not good for you. You got to get used to just living your life, focusing on yourself and all this stuff, you know what I mean? And everything falls into place. So it's like the same thing with health and just in general life. Like I said, you got to get your mind rewired out of what you're used to, because obviously 99% of the kids' upbringing is like that, because sadly, no shade, most adults and parents these days don't know what to actually feed their children or what to teach them.
And
You know what I
it's
mean?
their fault, but it's not their fault.
No, yeah,
But it's their fault.
That's why no shade.
You know
It's
what I
their
mean?
fault, but it's not their fault because they were also not taught themselves
Yeah.
by their parents. So it's like a constant cycle and going down. Like me, for example, bro, growing up, my parents, they didn't know anything either. Like, they didn't know anything. They would feed me like some big bowls of just like crap, bro. I remember they would buy like these big jugs of like chips of like cheese balls. Bro, I'd eat the whole thing by myself.
I would eat those
They'd
things,
buy a bunch of snacks. I remember I'd have any chips I want. I remember I used to go to I'd go to my dad's soccer games every like week, and he'd always buy me a big bag of chips myself, and I finish it all. But I can't blame him, because also too, I was a kid. I'm not gonna say no to that. I didn't know anything either.
Yeah.
But he's the adult, you know what I mean? He was supposed to teach me. But now that I'm older, I taught myself all these things, and yes, it was hard to get out of that stuff. You know what I mean? I was used to eating chips, bro. I liked it too. I loved it. I loved being able to eat donuts every day. You know what I mean? I love just being able to eat whatever I want. I didn't feel happy though with how I looked. You know what I mean? I wasn't at my full potential. And that's all I wanted. I wanted to be at my full potential mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like, you got to be your full potential in every aspect, not just in one thing. Because if you're just full in one thing, bro, you're not going to be fulfilled in general. Because it's like, you need all three keys. It's not just one. And so basically I teach myself, and I got myself out of all those habits, you know. I'm not going to lie and say that sometimes I don't lack, like I mess up, but that's fine, that's normal. Now, everyone's goal is different also. My goal is I want to get to the point where I actually like literally cut like all the crap off and go full into that, because I genuinely, and not even me myself, everyone in general would feel better and feel good eating the way they should eat. But again, though, it's depending on people's goals. And obviously I don't expect people to be like, to drastically change their life in one day. No, it takes time. It took me time to do it, and I did it at a young age too. You know what I mean? If you're already like 20, 30, 40, bro, come on. You should already have the mentality where if you can get things done like this, not even me as young as I am and the energy I have, I was able to get it done and fast like that, but because I actually wanted it. Because most kids my age and in general,
Yeah,
everyone in their own thoughts. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
I think that if you're, and I'll stand by. I think if you're from your teens all the way up to maybe like 28, pushing 30, and you're unhealthy, fat, obese,
Stuck in
it's
bad habits,
100%
bro.
your
Come
fault.
on.
There's nobody else to blame.
No, it
You
is.
could live with your parents, save money, get in better shape. You could go live with your friends, save money, eat better, get
Or
healthy.
stop buying all these snacks, all this stuff, and
Yeah,
save
it's
your
just
money
like-
to buy food that actually pushes you to do things
Yeah.
that you want to do. Bro, real food is what feeds your soul, not this crap that everyone's teaching around, brainwashing people that pizza feeds your soul, burgers feed your soul, all these candies. Bro, that doesn't feed your soul. That's killing your soul. Like, that's all like manipulation and just rewires your mind to think something that's not actually how it is. And that's what is like the problem with everyone in not everyone, but like with a lot of people in general nowadays in every aspect. Obviously, I'm not gonna get in other aspects because we're just talking about what we know 100%.
Yeah.
But in every aspect in general, though, the issue with people is that they're just reminded rewired to how do I say it, to the normality of things that, bro, they're not normal. For example, when you get close to God, you like when you get close to God, you really understand what's normal and what's not. Like you know yourself deep inside what's normal and what's not. And that's why too I say you got to get better, not just physically but mentally and spiritually, because when you have all that connected, bro, the how do I say it? What's the word? The like, how do I say it, bro? Like the present feeling you feel of actually like everything you do is like crazy. Like you're so aware of every single thing.
Okay.
Like before, bro, I can go deep into. I don't want to go too deep though. But basically, yeah, like you're aware about everything in every aspect. Like you're not just like brainwashed to thinking one way. Like you're just, I don't even know how to say, bro.
You're
But
more
just,
open-minded.
yeah, that. But in general, it's just you yourself. You're more aware of everything and like what like the actual meaning is of everything and how you see the world and how you see things. But it's just people are just so closed-minded because they think they're good in every aspect, but bro, you're not. Like, you know what I mean? You believe anything you hear. You freaking people are believing that pizza feeds your soul. Like, bro, there's no way in this world that people are believing, yeah, pizza feeds my soul. Bro, pizza. Bro, yeah, I mean that's like this is that's like one of the that's one of the most famous junk food anyone can eat. So it's like pizza's a big thing, burgers is a big thing. Besides that, candy, you know, all that stuff. But chill.
Have that out for pizza, bro. Pizza versus Andrew, dog. New UFC fight.
Gotta do that, bro.
No, yeah, I think so as well. And like now, before I was really strict, so I wouldn't eat any burgers. I wouldn't eat any pizza. I wouldn't eat any of that stuff. Now I'm a little more lenient. Well, because I'm bulking, one, and because like my diet, my like 90% of my diet consists of whole foods and stuff like that. So like yes, while I guess like things are not like black and white, right? You can always enjoy a good this and a good that in moderation, maybe
Very small
maybe like
moderation.
once a week or something like that if you want. After you reach your goal of transforming your body, right? Like the whole point is to never like fully stop unless that's what you want. If what you want is to fully stop, go right ahead. Like I love donuts. But I can only eat like 1 or 2 donuts because then that's too much for me. But I love donuts. I like a good burger, not like crappy fast food burger, like an actual like you go to a burger restaurant and they cook like an actual like good beef burger. I like those. And stuff like that. Like I think fries from an actual restaurant is pretty good, not from like fast food. I think they're good. But I don't have those things every day. I have it like maybe like once a week, special occasion, day
Yeah,
kind of thing.
special occasion thing, yeah.
Stuff like that. But like I get to have that whenever I want because I already have, I have the foundation of what I want in terms of physique and nutrition discipline. And so the whole point is to get there first, especially if you have a problem with like overeating and a problem with like relying on food, whether it's for like emotional support or whether it's because you're depressed and this and this and that, like that's a like completely different serious topic. But the whole point is to cut it off for a little bit, get your body unwired in terms of like the food that you're used to, and then rewiring it to something better, knowing that you could always, if you want to, now have the opportunity to like indulge in
And if
whatever it is that
anything,
you
you'll feel better when you do that
Mhm.
because it's like you're rewarding yourself.
Mhm.
So it's like, would you rather be stuck with eating that every day and you feel depressed and sad and all this stuff, or transform your body, your mind, everything, feel happy about who you are, and then the times when you do eat that,
Yeah.
you feel like, dang, like
I deserve this.
I deserve this. Like I've gone so far.
so
I
happy.
did all this.
It's so much more fulfilling. It's not food anymore.
Yeah,
It's more like an
exactly.
accomplishment.
Yeah, it's not just food. It's like, yeah, an accomplishment, like you said.
Yeah, it's so much more. It's so much better. You know, it gives a new meaning to it. But yeah, so I think the whole reason why we wanted to start the GRND Collective was not just to be other fitness coaches,
Yeah,
right?
fitness gurus that just like, you know,
Like we're not here to tell you what to work on. There's people for that. We're not here to tell you what to eat or what not to eat. There's people for that. What we want to do is we want to change lives, transform people, not just physically, not just mentally, not just spiritually, but also financially, because all those three things combined give you a purpose, and your purpose fulfills you, which then gives you the energy to do greater things in life.
and especially as a man, and to all my men in God, y'all really gotta lock in, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need more men of God too in this world. We need more men in this world. And I know if any girls see this, they gonna agree to that, bro. Like, we need more men in this
Yeah,
world,
bro,
and that's the
the
truth.
men in our religion, the men in our generation are chopped, dog. Not just physically, but like they're chopped mentally, they're chopped spiritually. There's like no saving unless it's with God. That's it.
I mean, yes, though, it's not all about the looks, but
Looks play a
bro, your character, the way you think, the way you physically are, you know what I mean? I'm talking about looks like face-wise, but physically though, that does matter. Like,
Yeah.
at least in my opinion,
People treat you differently.
it does matter. Yeah, because like we don't want to get into that also because people are gonna be like, oh my god, da. But it's the
It's
truth
the
though.
truth.
People treat you differently based off of what you look, and if they tell you they don't, they're lying.
They're lying, dog.
They're just lying. That's just human anatomy. That's just how human thinks. It just happens naturally in your mind. So anyone who says that is just a liar, and they just don't want to speak the truth, and that's fine. I'm a freaking witness of that. It happens to my mind. Yes, I don't go to someone and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I don't judge them. But it crosses my mind for a second, but then I leave it alone.
And it's not even just that. It's not even just that. It's more like it speaks on your character as a person, like, which is good and which is bad because we're judging a book by its cover. But again, we're judging a book by its cover, and you own your cover. So if your cover is not presentable, and if your cover doesn't portray the kind of person you are, then whose fault is it but your own? You know what I mean? Like if you walk into like a meeting, right, a serious meeting with your boss or whatever, who's your boss gonna respect more? Or who's he gonna trust more? Who's he gonna listen to more? Right? You overweight, can't even fit into your shirt, freaking belt unbuckles because you're so fat and you're so undisciplined and you're overeating and you're over this and you're over that, meaning that you have some kind of other mental struggles as well, which may or may not be your fault, versus the version of you that's nice, fit, presentable, nice haircut, you know, jawline, chiseled physique. No, you don't even have to be like chiseled. Just fit.
No, not even.
Just
We're not even doing this ourselves like to be chiseled. We just have the same goals too. We want to just live a healthy lifestyle where we can obviously be ripped and fit. I mean, that's our goal. We have separate goals. Like I said, the people who are going to come into our program, all of you guys are going to all have separate goals, and that's completely fine. But like I said, though, that doesn't mean that you have to work less or anything than this person just because you have separate goals. You all have to work as hard. You all have to do the same thing.
Yeah, we all have our different struggles.
Exactly. We have different struggles. But at the end, what we all have in common is we all have goals. And we have to push each other to reach those goals. And that's what we want to do. Push other people to reach their goals, you know, not put them down, because there's also a lot of like toxic fitness stuff
Yeah.
that they be like calling, cussing at people, telling them like, oh, you're like worthless. Like, yes, bro, you're overweight, but you're not worthless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not meaningless
You
just 'cause
got,
you're
you
fat.
got everyone in this world. God put everyone in this world for a reason because everyone has meaning, and all you have to do is just fulfill the reason why God puts you in this earth, and that's all you have to do. Like that's just the easiest thing you can do, and that's all you have to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like as you transform your body, you're transforming your mind, you're transforming your soul. You will be automatically pushed to push other people to do the same thing, right? So it's like it's a chain reaction that is very good, right? So instead of telling your boys like, hey, Sunday, let's go sit on the couch, let's watch this game, let's, you know, order wings and this and that, you'll tell your boys, hey, let's go on a run, let's go hit the gym, then we'll watch the game, then we'll do this, and then we'll do that. You see, it's the same thing, but you just have a better intention, right? And instead of ordering 24 wings, you may have some watermelon and some like bananas and still have like 15 wings or something like that. You know what I mean? But like those little seeds of positive reinforcement for your diet, your mental, and your physical also kind of blend into other people's lives. So
Exactly. No, yeah, there's always better reinforcement you can do and everything. Like he said, like keep in mind, he said, and then you can watch the game and do this and this.
Yeah.
Because also we're not telling you to cut off your normal habits, to do this, to do that. Yes, cut off the bad habits. But no, not even, yeah, cut off your bad habits. But the ones that you still keep, you can replace them. You know what I mean? There's some habits obviously that are bad that you just should completely take off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That are not good for you.
like, like
But there's some
smoking,
that,
drinking alcohol,
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, alcohol, smoking. I'm not gonna lie,
Chopped.
y'all gotta cut that out,
Yeah,
bro.
cut
Y'all
that
gotta lock
out.
in, bro. Like, you know, you're not less of a person because you do that, but you gotta lock, you gotta lock in, bro. But like he said, there's a replacement to everything. You know what I mean? So just replace it with something better. You know what I mean? And if anything, you feel again, doing all this makes you feel more fulfilled in the things that you choose to do daily.
Yeah.
If you go run before the game with your friends all together as a group, you all get to the house, you're all hyped, you're all ready for the game. You're all like, dang, bro, like, you know, I feel good. We just worked out. Now y'all can sit and chill, eat a little bit, watch the game. Bro, like that's like an amazing feeling you can feel. And especially with the people closest to you or in general with a group of people.
Yeah.
Or even by yourself, bro. You can do things on your own. You don't need people really there for you. It's good to have, you know what I mean? But if you have just that one friend or two or three, that's all you need. Like that's literally all you need, you know what I mean? Besides that, yes, you gotta seek out always help and advice from people, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. For the people that are just starting this or that are confused or that are lost, go to your mentor. People that are in program, come to us. You can ask us anything. Like, we're not just doing this also because we're gonna be stuck on just our niche if we just do this. No, we want to in general just help people really, like you said, transform their actual like lifestyle and their mind and everything. You guys can ask us any questions you want. Literally ask us about anything because at the end also it's a community. You know what I mean? We're not doing this because, oh, we're your boss or we're your mentor. No, we're not. You know what I mean? If anything,
If anything,
we're just your friends.
Yeah,
we're
just here for
your
real.
guidance. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're just here.
We're your guidance. We're not here to be bosses of anyone. We're not here to be above anyone. We just do it. We're just doing what we love.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we want to help others.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what
I
we're trying
mean,
to do.
that doesn't mean that we're also gonna like just not give a fuck, right?
No, bro.
Like-
We care.
Like depending on your goal, like what you want to do is get on the stage, bodybuild. Like that's what you're signing up for, right? So you're gonna have a much stricter program, a much stricter diet. You're gonna hear a little bit more harsh things from us because that's just how I'm not gonna mute myself or censor myself based on like what kind of thing you're trying to run. And if you're trying to do like a marathon, or if you're trying to do like an Ironman or this, or if you just want to cut down weight, right? Like completely different goals. But at the end of the day, some people just need a little more harsher than others.
Yeah, because it all just depends on your goals. You know what I mean? Like, bro, and everything. Bodybuilding compared to someone that wants to just live a normal, healthy life is two total different things and two total different goals and pushes you need to put in each side, because a bodybuilder has nothing to do with the person that wants to just live a normal
Yeah, with
life.
like the dad that wants to pick up his
Yeah,
son again. You
and
know
a
what I
normal
mean?
person has nothing to do with the bodybuilder. So we're not gonna push them the same way we would push, you know, what this person is doing or this one. We gotta, you know, treat everyone different, but not in a bad way, but differently in a good way according to their goals and what they want to achieve. Man, imagine someone that just wants to cut down a little bit of weight and just get a little bit healthier. We're yelling at them like if they're bodybuilders. What are you doing?
Why did you eat pizza? Why'd you eat? Why'd you eat? Why'd
fat
you eat
ass.
pizza? Why'd you
Why
eat
did you eat
pizza
pizza, you
today?
fat ass? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Obviously, we're not gonna be like, you know, congrats, you ate pizza. Then, but you know, we're not gonna beat you up for it. You know what I mean? We're just tell you like, oh, come on, bro, come on, lock in, man. Like,
And
you
at the end
see
of the,
you, bro.
yeah, and at the end of the day, it's like
Damn, bro, I actually choked bad, bro. I'm crying, bro.
the pizza.
I'm just
dog.
crying, bro, because I'm so passionate about this.
Bro. And like at the end of the day, like calories in and calories out. We'll talk about it in the program, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
but
like
right now it's just like for y'all.
you can
to
earn your pizza
understand.
slice. You can earn your pizza slice
Yeah,
if you really want
yeah.
it. But yeah,
Yeah, bro.
pretty soon. Be on the lookout.
Pretty soon. Yeah.
Episode 1. See you guys.